What are you fed up with?
I'm fed up with this small group of banksters who are controlling everything without people realizing it. And when I say everything, I mean most things. I mean they've bought off Congress. Congress is so easily bought off, and they get what they want. So if they want $700 billion in broad daylight, they get it. If they want $2 trillion, in the alley behind the Federal Reserve, they get it. They're getting what they want, and it winds up with regular American people having to pay huge income tax bills, having to stay up night after night after night just figuring out what they owe because it's so complicated, and then these people just running off with all the money. We have to work hard, two shifts, 2 jobs, 2 parents working, and then they just pay themselves off these bonuses and say they're doing God's work. I just think it's so outrageous.
What are you fed up with?
Taxes, among other things. Honestly, personally, I believe that the Federal Reserve is behind the encroaching police state. I believe that the IRS is a strong-arm organization working directly for the private bankers that run this Federal Reserve Bank right here, and they are slowly and insidiously taking over my country, and I think we need to stop that. And this is just a means to that end.
Thank you very much. What are you fed up with?
Just the fact that our last 2 presidents are both pro-war, and it seems like America's pro-war and we want to blow up the world, and that's stupid. And I'm tired of paying for bullets.
Thank you very much. What are you fed up with?
Everything.
Everything? That's pretty simple.
It goes back further than 2 presidents. He's right about what he said. Yeah. Woodrow Wilson was the one who coined the term secret government. You know, if you see Bill Moyer's documentary, Secret Government. And that went back to what, 1989, that documentary? So, the truth is out there, obviously. You just have to take a little bit of time, find it yourself. You have to give up the false belief in certainty, where the mainstream media has certain information, but everything on the internet is probabilistic, That's just more of the bullshit. I'm fed up with everything.
Thank you very much. What are you fed up with?
I'm fed up with the Obama administration, the Federal Reserve, the income tax, and I'm fed up with our wars that are going on. We've got to bring the troops home.
Okay.
War, death, famine, starvation, denial of animal and human rights. I'm sick of people placing dollar values on life. I don't think there's a dollar value you can place on life. That's what I'm hearing today.
Tell me, what are you fed up with?
I would say the thing that I'm most fed up with is probably the apathy on the part of the American people. I said walking up here that there should probably be hundreds, if not thousands, of people out here with us. And I think the saddest thing is that most people know what's going on, but still choose not to do anything. And until we have thousands of people beating on the door of these Federal Reserve banks around the country, nothing's ever going to change.
I'm fed up with being categorized as a slave. I'm not a slave. I'm a human being, and we all have rights, and we need to stand up for them now or we won't have any at all. I'm fed up with people not getting that.
I'm fed up with working my balls off and not making enough money. I'm fed up with the fact that I need to have money to live. I'm fed up with the fact that everybody in the world needs money to live. I'm fed up with the fact that I'm restricted to live on my own regardless. I'm fed up with the fact that I need a permit for everything I do. I'm fed up with the fact that I have to strive to feed my children. I suppose I could go on and on. I could be fed up with anything in this world today.
Thank you.
Powers that be, I'm going to call it from the home, the powers that be, they control the media. They control, of course, they control all of our politicians, almost all. The churches now. I believe they control the churches now by license, by making them be the media, the churches, the schools, and now they're going to start controlling what, GM and people like that. It's really bad.
We're fed up with the Federal Reserve. We're fed up with their secrecy. We want to audit the Fed. That's Ron Paul's bill, H.R. 1207. This is a bill to see the books. No one has seen the books in the Federal Reserve, the central bank that controls all of our money and, you know, everything that happens financially in this country. So we need to audit the Fed. We need to bring back constitutional money. Our money is paper. It has nothing behind it. We're not on the gold standard. They can manipulate it all they want. So we need to get rid of the secrecy. We need to see what's going on. We need to audit the Fed.
The Federal Reserve System is a banking cartel, and like all cartels, it exists for the benefit of its members at the expense of the public. I subscribe to the Austrian School of Economics, which actually defines inflation as the printing of money, because I think it's a more basic phenomenon than just price inflation. It's prior to that. So the Federal Reserve can basically single-handedly cause as big a change in the money supply as it wants. It was given that power by Congress without restriction.
What are you fed up with?
Well, we gotta end the Federal Reserve. We are printing money out of the thin air. So it's basically a worthless currency based on that. So the more that they create, that's the only way that they create the money. So there is nothing there. We need to have back the gold standard, and we need to, we are fed up with everything basically. We need to stop them passing illegal, unconstitutional House resolutions that people don't want.
The Federal Reserve is responsible for the Great Depression, and the Federal Reserve funds these endless wars of oppression overseas because the Federal Reserve is a private corporation that stands to gain monetarily from these wars. Therefore, these wars will not end, regardless of what lies Barack Obama will tell you, because Barack Obama, as well as John McCain's campaigns, were both fully funded by the same corporations that stand to gain monetarily from these wars.
What am I fed up with? I'm fed up with taxation without representation. The hidden tax that's imposed, which is inflation. And the Fed has the control to inflate money. Unconstitutional. Plain and simple.
What are you fed up with?
I'm fed up with the Federal Reserve System. I'm fed up with fiat money. I'm fed up with unconstitutional programs. I'm fed up with tyranny from our federal government.
What I'm fed up with?
Yeah.
The Federal Reserve printing money out of nothing. We had to have the gold standard, and we should have when people talk about what we should do to fix the economy, they should talk about what caused it, and it's unsound money. So we should have sound money. So I don't want policies that will create jobs. The economy will create jobs on its own if we have sound money. So we want sound money, hard money would be preferable, gold, silver, precious metals.
To raise awareness about the Federal Reserve System and how it's basically bankrupting our country.
What's the specific issue that concerns you? I understand there's a bill in the House.
Yes, it's H.R. 1207, the Ron Paul bill, which actually just passed committee, and we hope we'll get a up or down vote on its own as written, and so that Congress can actually vote on a bill that's not watered down. I think a lot of people don't understand what the Federal Reserve is. They think it's part of the government, and it's not. The Federal Reserve is private, it's a cartel, and every cartel is there for its own self-enrichment.